Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, Finding Elizabeth, and this is, I have no idea what week it is, 90 something. I don't really have many notes. I just jotted a couple things down, but I didn't make a video on Monday because I had company, and honestly, I had company through last night, and then I was tired and I needed to recover from company. So I was thinking about not doing a video, but I thought I don't think I've let a week pass without doing a video since I started this, so wasn't going to let that happen. So it's week whatever. It'll be in the titles. I have a weight today. It's not a weight that I particularly like. I'm gonna do after I make this video, I'm gonna do the WLSFA Take the Oath Challenge, and I'm gonna talk about that there. So I'm not gonna give a number today. I'll give a number on Monday. It will be much better on Monday. Anyway, so what's going on? Amy gets a VSG, and I did a video on Sunday that pretty much talked about my visitors I had. So I won't go too much into that, but I had Amy, Lorraine, Christine, and Amy's sister Mary here visiting from last Wednesday. And Amy and Christine left on Monday, and Lorraine left on Tuesday. So almost a week. And it was such an amazingly fun time. On Wednesday night, after I picked everybody up and we'd gotten back from doing our things, I was in my room and I'm thinking, what the fuck did I do? I am sort of an introvert, not so much in that I don't like to socially engage with people, but in that I need some recovery time after that. So I was like, oh my God, I have all these people in my house for this long. I'm going to be a basket case and a bitch by the time this is over with. But that wasn't the case at all. I had the most amazing time, and they all could have stayed for another week if they would have wanted to. It's just, I don't know, it's just these friendships that I've made in this community are really amazing and special to me. So that was fun. I'm glad that I only have to wait. Let's see. Lindsay is coming to visit me on March 2nd, which is my birthday, the day I actually turned 50. And then Chicago's right after that. So, and then not too much further after that is WLSFA in Nashville. So we'll be seeing people, but it's quiet and lonely here, and I'm having the feels a little bit today. My boyfriend came right after Lorraine left, so he was here. He got here Tuesday afternoon and left yesterday. So last night was the first night that I was here by myself, and I went to sleep really early because I was really tired, but I don't know, today feeling a little sad. I watched Amy's video where she was talking about wrapping up her YouTube channel and some stuff that she and I had talked about, and it made me a little weepy this morning, but I'm okay. So what's going on? I think people wanted to hear about my plastic surgery consult. I kind of horned my way in on Amy's consultation with Dr. Katzen. I did not make an appointment, but I figured since I was there, maybe he would do it, and he did. So how was that? It was kind of amazing, and now it was really the turning point for me. I had been a little bit up in the air about plastic surgery, and about what all I wanted to get done. I'm not now. Now I just need to figure out how the hell I'm going to pay for it. One thing he did, I had a plastic surgery consult at OH in North Carolina with, I can't remember who it is. It's where Jamie had her surgery in Mexico, but I can't remember now what the name of it is. I had a consultation with them. The one big difference, well, I mean, there are a couple of differences, but one thing that they had said at that consultation that Dr. Katzen said was I was not quite ready yet, as long as I'm still losing weight. And it may not seem like I'm still losing weight, particularly if you watch the next video I do and you hear what my weight is. But this is what I know. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, I am still losing weight. And he said that I should really just kick it into gear, come back and see him in 3 months. And then he also said I should maintain that weight for 3 months before having surgery. So the earliest possible time I would have surgery would be in 6 months, but I'm anticipating this probably be more like a year. But we'll see, but I'm super excited. So what did we talk about getting done? Stomach, which is basically just the standard abdominoplasty. Even though like Amy has lost 100 pounds, I've lost 200 pounds, but they recommended a 360 for her and not for me. And I think that's just basically because of the way we carried our weight. I carry my weight primarily in the front. So so it's 5 procedures we talked about. Abdominoplasty, boobs, lift and implants, side boobs. I don't remember what that's called. I had not been about doing my arms necessarily, but as Amy talked about, he had this magic mirror where he held up it's really not that magic. I did it yesterday in front of the mirror and I was like, holy shit. But holds it back to show you what they would look like. And I don't think it really makes sense for me to do, to do everything else, to do my boobs and my stomach and to still have 400-pound arms. And, I really like the way my arms looked in the magic mirror. So arms, and then also neck liposuction to start out with. I may, at some point in a couple years do more and do like my face. I don't know. We'll see. But so those are the 5 procedures we talked about initially. He had said we could do that at one time. It would be like 12 hours, which is his maximum. And I asked because, Patty they found a hernia, and so her surgery took longer than anticipated. I asked what would happen if that happened, and then he said, you know what, maybe we should consider doing this in 2 phases, which I think was, now I don't even remember how it was broken up. I'd have to go back and look. I think it might have been stomach. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at my quote. But anyways, two different surgeries that could be done pretty much back to back. So would do whatever the first 3 things were. And so we would do that. I would, once the drains were out from that, which could be a couple of weeks, I would basically be ready to go again. And he did not think that for either of those that I needed to stay in the recovery facility, which I probably would eliminate that since... because I need to try to get the quote down, particularly if I do it as 2 separate surgery days. My dad's doctor, he lives, 5 miles from Dr. Katzen's office. I could just stay with him the first night or 2 after that. So that's the plan, and I'm in. I'm 100% in. I have not been 100% in until now, so now it's just how am I going to pay for it, and and getting the rest of this weight off. Which sort of leads to, a couple things. So okay. So Amy and I had a conversation while she was here about this countdown to Nashville. And she was saying that people having weight, she was talking specifically to me. I don't know if she's talking about other people, but that me having a specific weight goal for countdown to Nashville made her sad. And I was like, well, why does it make you sad? Because, we're not all skinny bitches yet. But she's like, why isn't it about the habits? And it is sort of about the habits. But then she started talking about, you're so close and you've been sort of stuck at the same place really since, my lowest was beginning of, or like middle of October when I got back from London. I had gotten down to 199. I have not seen 199 since that first or second week after that. So she's like, what? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? I think she said, are you afraid? I think what she was thinking I was afraid of was that if I, tried really hard again and the weight didn't come off. And I was like, that's not what I'm afraid of because I know my body. I've tracked my weight for several years on an almost daily basis, and I know if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that the weight comes off. So what haven't I been doing? And I've talked about it in multiple videos. I've been drinking, and look at Lindsay Fly. She just did a video last night. She stopped drinking beginning of January, and she's lost 11 pounds. Yeah. So today is my first official day of not drinking. Not forever. I will definitely drink on my birthday party here. I will drink in Chicago. And there are probably a few other social occasions in there that I will drink. But I would say probably between now and Chicago, maybe, I'm going to say 5 times. So that's number 1 is the drinking. And the other thing is I haven't been getting my protein in. I have been a little, particularly when people were visiting, I was a little iffy about taking my diuretic, which really does impact my weight, as you'll hear when you hear my Take the Oath video. I'm going to beef up my exercise. One of the goals that I've set is to do a half marathon this year. And I was kind of up in the air about it. I had said it, and then I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And then standing there while Amy, Mary, and Lorraine did the marathon and watching all these people come in of all shapes and sizes and ages. And I was like, I want to do that. That is pretty incredible. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to add running to my workout schedule, which will help. But so anyway, I'm not afraid that I'm not going to lose any more weight. I know that if I do what I'm supposed to do, I lose weight. But then I started thinking maybe I am afraid of something and realized what that something might be. I think that something for me is what happens when I'm done. What does that mean to me? Am I afraid to give up this thing that I've been carrying forever? Which is weight, and having it I don't feel like my weight is an excuse for anything now. But it's like, once this is done, then what? Then what do I have to focus on? I don't know. I had not really thought about that, but I think maybe I am a little afraid of getting done. But I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to schedule an appointment with Katzen I was thinking like right after Nashville, but I think I'm going to do it June 1st because I may put on a little bit of weight while I'm there. And so I'm going to schedule an appointment for him for the beginning of June, which is what we had talked about, scheduling something in a couple months to see where I'm at weight-wise, and then take it from there in terms of scheduling surgery. So I'm going to really buckle down. I'm going to try to get this shit done with. I had reset my goal for 175 pounds, which I think is totally reasonable, particularly when, and I think I had been held up on this like 145 number because that was, my lowest sort of adult weight. But here's the difference. I mean, I am so much stronger and more muscular now than I ever was before. So, and I'm, my bones are denser. I'm older. I've been carrying this weight around. I had a baby. I think 175 is good. And then with skin removal, that's going to put me in a really good place. So my goal is 175. That's what I'm shooting for. I had set my countdown to Nashville goal at 189. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. And here's one other thing I just quickly wanted to talk about without making this a 20-minute video. So I have been, just because it's fucking with my head right now, and I have been really confident about my body, even with my 200-pound weight loss, even with my loose skin, until the last couple of days. And I think I was telling Amy this morning. I think it's sort of a perfect storm of things. I think, number one, it is, and I just want to make sure that this doesn't sound like I'm blaming anybody. This is all about me. This is not about anybody else. And I am so super happy for everything everybody else is doing. But I just think I have never compared myself to other people, but have this last week or so. And then throw in the plastic surgery consult. I don't know. So anyway, number one, Patty's surgery, and she looks fucking incredible. So comparing myself a little bit to how she looks. Then Amy and Lorraine are fucking skinny bitches. So we looked at each other's bodies. I felt around them so much bigger than them. And okay, you're still fat. And that's been fucking with me a little bit. And the whole plastic surgery thing, I think that just seeing that skin in that mirror, it just didn't bother me before, and now it bothers me a lot. Yesterday I wore a short sleeve. I just usually don't even think about it. Yesterday I wore a short sleeve dress, and I was getting ready, and I looked at my arms in the mirror, and I was like, oh my God, that looks awful. And not liking my stomach. I don't know. So I need to get this out of my head, because that's not who I am. And I think the mental part of this game is just as important as the physical thing. But I'm just being honest about where I'm at right now, which is not feeling so great about how I look. But I'll get it back. I know when I'm doing the things that I need to do, that also makes me feel more confident. So that's where I'm at this week. Be back with a regular update next week. And that's what I have. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.